Hey guys, happy Friday. Happy F it Friday for some, happy finish it Friday for others. Sadly, Chatbot took Friday off, so this has not been active since y'all been popping in. Usually it'll, even before we go live, this will do the thing. That's why I kind of like put a message in to test it. It's not showing up today because it's Friday. So back to me just reading all the chats anyway. Kind of a dreary day here. Like, it's gotten very humid. So I feel a little bit tired, but I definitely want to like try and get a few hours in. So here we are. We're gonna do the thing. And we have so many screens. I have you guys. I have my tablet. I have my, well, this is my computer hookup drawing tablet. This is the Samsung tablet that I sort of draw on, the portable one. And then over here you can see the bottom of my Chromebook, because throwing up a YouTube video to listen to while doing all the things. It's getting crowded. It's getting crowded over here, but I actually think I want to do some drafting for the next chapter because I scribbled notes to map out how much suffering I will have to do. Yay! But Phoenix is here. Thog is here. Hello, hello, my friends. Kitty's also here. How are you doing at the heat? Because I know France and Germany are like melting. Like hitting 37 Celsius, 40 Celsius. That's crazy. Need to try and sleep soon because I have to give art course tomorrow. Well, I hope you can sleep in the heat and take care of yourself. Hey, Mom is here. Hi, Mom. Yeah, hope your brain treats you nicer and you get the rest you need. But yeah, today's probably gonna be pretty chill. Willow's got her bully stick. We just got back from second W, so they should rest up. And everyone says hi, Mom. Yeah, we're gonna knock out a few things, hopefully, and stay awake. Because if I didn't have this sprint, I probably would go to bed early. But we're gonna try to hang out and try to hydrate. I've been very thirsty today as well. So, nothing new since last night. Obviously, it was last night, except for the chaotic breakdown. So I'm currently in chapter 44 of Kuro Kenshin. I've known from previous general outlines it was most likely going to be 48 chapters. I was hoping it was 46, aka less to do, but even if I could squeeze it into 46, the page count would be much shorter than the other books, and I feel like that would essentially give me that same feeling of I rushed it. So it does look like 48 will be an epilogue chapter. So it may not be a long chapter, but still going to be the 40th chapter to get us close to the average pages through the other books. And it lets the story live, lets it breathe out and wrap up with a pretty bow, which is what we've been going for. So, excluding the pages I have left to finish chapter 44, which I think 74, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 7, 28, plus 44, hold on, 47 or 44? 47, 171, hold on, 170 minus 47, 147, 23, so 23 plus 28. Worst case scenario, there's like 51, 52 hours left to finish chapter 44, which is not ideal because I wanted to finish it. Wait, Streambot, are you gonna actually work today? Are you gonna show up? Don't interrupt my thought and then not show up, Streambot. Rude. Rude. Oh well. And that's generalizing that every individual page takes an average of 4 hours to do. Some of them take shorter. I think the average is probably closer to 3 hours. However, math. Going big and then having, not having to spend 400 hours to finish the rest of it will be great. But that's where my brain went today when I was at work and I had to do like a very menial task. I was basically like at a like sales table all day and it was not busy. So I started doing math and I figured out that the 52 hours left in chapter 44 plus an estimated 400 hours to finish what would be the remaining like 100 so pages. I don't think there's enough hours in the summer if I wanted to like try to get it done by Labor Day, so the first week of September. Like, yes, I would have the hours if I did this full time, but wow. So we're really hoping it's not going to take 400 hours, but it is a kind of nice thing to be like, ooh, now I only have this many hours left to work on it, instead of, I don't know, it just feels like a different way to measure it that it counts down a little bit better, maybe, and we'll see like bigger jumps in the numbers. Could be. Yeah, chatbot making an appearance, but slacking. Still slacking. Like, I know it's Friday. It is a surprise, Mom. It is a pop-up sprint. It is unscheduled, but semi-planned. Yeah, it was great for thinking time, obviously, because I scribbled some notes for myself. I can't say that I'm excited about having 452 hours left, but it's countable. That way if I'm putting in a couple hours a day or a few like more hours over long days, it would chunk out. Like it should, in theory, that's how that works, right? You put in the time and then the thing is done. I'm stuck with time, so stuff like that never works for me. I mean, like I said, it's a very general, I feel like my volume's a little high here. It's a very general estimation of what I presume my workload takes on average from sketching to finishing a page. So I'm hoping it's motivating. If nothing else, I can make a giant checklist with 452 and just knock things out, but yeah. Can I do the thing in 2 months that I've been struggling to do over the past year? Or longer? Has it been longer, technically? When did I start the newest pages? We're about to get real here. I couldn't look this stuff up when I was at work because obviously I was at work. I need your properties so I can see the day. Oh no, I guess it was about a year. So the first new page that I drew for the remaster, and that's after pretty much redoing the entire tones for book 1. So like scanning in all the pages individually and redoing the tones, and then laying out, because I had to flip all the pages for volume 2, 3, and 4, and then part of 5 to get to chapter 42. So the first page that was new is chapter 42, page 106. And that was March of 2025. So that kind of makes me feel a little bit better that really I've only been trying to do this for a little over a year. I guess a year and 3 months. And we're, once I finish this chapter, we'll have made about 70 pages of progress. So that's still good. Can we can we get the last 100 though in a much quicker time? I don't know. We're gonna try. That's why you got to support me and show up and keep me accountable, right guys? No stress, no stress. Oh, Shayna's here. Hi, Shayna. I'm exhausted, but I'm here. 452 hours of what? An estimated 452 hours of work to finish Kuro Kenshin. Somehow that sounds more manageable than just saying I have 130 pages. So we're gonna try that out. We're gonna try it out. Happy Friday brain wants to try that out. That's why I need to process stuff. I tend to put my environment to rights, basically tidying up or sorting. Oh, I want to do a declutter, Phoenix. I really want to do it. But I think fall is gonna be where that fall is gonna be where that falls. Just because primarily this, but also I still need to actually like redo the wall and stuff in the office to be able to sit down and do a declutter. Remember to be realistic. You know, yes, that's why we estimated high on the 4 hours. Because yes, realistically, even if it was 40 hours a week, that's 10 weeks. So that's already July, August, the first 2 weeks of September. So I'm pretty confident if it takes 4 hours a page, it will not be done by the beginning of September. I understand that. However, challenge accepted. Wonder who you got those organizational skills from. I don't think those were inherited. That is probably true, Mom. That is a good question. Because, I mean, you and Dad do stuff differently. I'm not to say you're, like, totally disorganized, but I don't know. I don't know. I've been kicking butt. It's just harder for you to see than us on the outside. Yes, that's why I definitely need you guys to remind me, like, I am doing the thing. Even if I'm only looking at what I still need to do. You can absolutely do this, but that's almost 8 hours of work a day for 60 days, but I believe in you. Yeah, that's only 8 hours of work for 60. Yeah. Trust me, I'm totally aware, but I did realize when I went to look at my tracker, and we'll get into a sprint here just momentarily because I think the dogs want to go out too. So the way I set it up with sketch, line, tone, text, that's exactly 4 columns, so you can estimate that at like an hour, so like the 4 hours per page. So really, once I lay out, I'm gonna have to just lay it out over here to keep it all, yeah, because I already wrote on that side. I'm gonna have to lay out the rest of it over here to get from where we started to the finish. That way we can just be checking off hours. That's basically, I don't have to like make a separate checklist. I can still use this format to check off hours, but it'll be, you know, as that pink progresses, it'll be more and more motivating. So yeah, I don't think, should I do it on the first? No, on the first sprint I do want to do line art because then I also want to get some sketching done. This other tablet needed to do an install update, and of course all the things, it needs a charge cord, blah blah blah. But we gonna get it done. We gonna do it. You saw an trail, and a Will is here too. She's right there. Oh, now it's just her legs. I think they need to go potty, so I'm gonna let them out here on the sprint. My brain wants to be incredibly organized and make up all sorts of systems. Love thinking about it. Actually implementing, now that's another story. I mean, you know how many times I've changed my systems. So I also love the planning, but I also have tried enough things that don't work long term. So keeping it fresh, who knows? Maybe mid-July I'll be like, oh my god, I have so many hours, it's not working. But we'll worry about that later. This is Friday, June 26th, Stitch Day. Planning. So my brain looks at those charts and goes, oh hell no. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, but it does give me a visual tracker of progress. So it's just something that I need to remind myself as well. Even that journal would stress me out. I'd rather just do the document. I would rather just do than document it. Gotcha. Yeah, you and Phoenix are definitely on the same wavelength. I know. Let me start the sprint here and I'll let you out. Agreed. I wish I didn't procrastinate so much, but I get so overwhelmed. Sometimes I can do a little bit of X task each day, but then even that becomes too much. The only like silver lining on the horizon of me like going hard with this right now is that it is finite. Like, I don't know why I need to like conceptualize it so many different ways, that it's the final volume, there's this many pages, it's this many hours, but like somehow each level of that just adds to the like, there is an end in sight, you just gotta get there, versus it being like a never-ending story. Or like, you know, One Piece, that's like 1,000 bajillion episodes, so you know, it's fine. It's not that many. Still working on a system that works around index cards, so staying incredibly flexible. Yep, I just do and suck at tracking intent to resent to-do lists. Yeah. Yeah. We get those days too. Oh, by the way, Phoenix, I need to ask you, what is the title of Kathy's book? Is it just Kathy's book? Because Elle was asking for it in the chat, the comments on the stream yesterday, and I was going to ask you what the title / author of that book was, because she was asking. I get the finality of it all. Is there really an end in sight before something else jumps on the page? For this story, yes, Mom. Goodness. Yes, this story has always had an ending. I just did not let myself do it right the first time. So now I have to just get there, and then this story will be done. Like, no expansions, no revisits, because we have so many other things we want to do, and we have too many stories to share to just another install. Fine, install it now. Anywho, energy's kind of crazy. I'm gonna start our first sprint because the boy needs to go potty. So let me put the timer. I think we'll probably just do 30-minute sprints today. That's fine. We'll do 30 minutes on the clock. Let's get it going, guys. In 3, 2, 1, go! Do 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 do. We're back. So close to finishing the line art on this page. I'm always just shy of finishing the thing. But that's good because that means when I start the next sprint, boom, knock that out, jump into the next thing and keep with the momentum. Probably get some more water because we thirsty. We very thirsty. Phoenix is hearing the rumble of thunder and is on the edge of a severe thunderstorm watch. So the internet may come and go. I wish we had a thunderstorm coming. I think it rained here a little bit, but it was like the lightest sprinkle, so nothing to write home about. The light cast is very like one-sided today. Also Willow on the flow. Where's Trinity Boy? Is the Trinity Boy outside? He might still be outside. But I think it's the house and outside are about the same temp right now. Supposedly. It's nice enough. But yes, we're moving in groovins and getting things journed. Let's see if I have another update on this tablet. Oh. Welcome screen. Just go to home screen. Gosh darn it. I don't need to learn how to do this again. I don't need all these updates. I just want to know how many pages I had already sketched out. Okay, it's actually trying to open the program, so we'll see. I feel like I sketched to about page 200. But when I count how many pages that is, it doesn't feel like I did 1, 5, 10, 15, 20 pages. So we're double checking. Because then I can mark my X's on them. Oh, the heavy rain has hit. Temp dropped down to 75, so that's nice. Other than following the weather, I did go back to reading Kathy's book since I grabbed it anyway. Yes, and thank you. I did respond to her comment with that full title, so we'll see. I mean, but you said it was an older book, so she may not be able to access all the extras. So we'll see if anything comes out of that. Is this... this one, I think. It says 145. Open. It's taking its sweet time. But yeah. I definitely don't feel the same I feel like there was plenty of times over the past couple months where I begrudgingly had to work on Kuro Kenshin, and now I don't feel that same, I want it to be anti-something, that lack of excitement. I think because, like I said, I don't know why it took like 3 layers for the same meaning, but to know it's like a finite, maybe because the hours feels like a finite and measurable level of effort versus what is currently still a very like shrug 100 more pages, like is it this, does it feel like forever? Okay, so what do we got? It's page 203. I did not sketch that far. I guess I did. Look at all these layers. Look at all on the that side. All those layers. Huh. I did stuff, and I mean I knew I was doing it, but I think because it's on my tablet, which feels more like a sketchbook, I didn't really like internalize how much I did on it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And I brought my cord, so do I want to transfer stuff? That's many more layers than a wedding cake. Hi Ian, hello, the pop-up. I think, ooh, now we're gonna be a little indecisive. Because I could keep just doing the line art for these pages, and I think I should, because this shouldn't be going anywhere. I'm gonna like back it up to, can I save it to my drive? Maybe I should try that. Or I can transfer it over. But I feel like once I transfer it over, I'm gonna want to lay it out, which is a step that needs to get done. But I feel like I should be doing line art. So I'm just going to mark. We're gonna put it on here. We're gonna put it down till 2:03. So we get to fill in these things for the sketch. That takes out those hours that I've already put in. Good job, me. Good job. Look at you. Look at you pacing yourself. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. So now we got those the mirror is so hard. We'll never get used to it. So this page only goes to 205. So I'm gonna definitely have to draw the rest of the chart in the near future. Maybe again that will be like, ooh, I actually finished chapter 44. Let's take a small break and do that. But yeah, I'm actually surprised that I went to 203. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let's get excited. Get excited. Yes, follow the momentum. Go. Yes, we're gonna keep doing this line art. We're gonna knock this baby out. It's gonna look so good. It's gonna look so good all together on the shelf. It's got blue. The volume 5 cover has blue on it. I've been saving the blue. I think you guys have seen the covers. If not, should we just pull them up? Can we? You guys have seen the covers. How many times have I shown you? Ooh. That's the old covers. Where's the new covers? Do I have a spread? I thought I had a spread. I think I've shared it with you guys before. Why don't I have just a side-by-side? Oh, yes I do. It's on my little promo. Huh. Don't worry, guys. I'm here. I'm here. Where's the promo? Marketing materials. Things that need to get organized. That has it. Okay. Let me switch over here real quick. See. Oop, it's not sprint time. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Alright, so these are the current covers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got like the orangey yellow, orange gold, I guess. The red, the purple, the green, and volume 5 is gonna be blue, y'all. I'm so excited because blue is one of my favorite colors, but I've known it was gonna be blue this whole time, and I'm very excited to also finish the cover for it. But I think it's just gonna look so good. Like the colors be popping, and then that blue will just cinch it in. Not to say it's like all primary colors, obviously, but like it'll make sense. So I'm very excited for volume 5 here to be blue, or blue, you know, blue vibes. So the character doesn't have blue hair, but neither does Kentaro. So yeah, and that's where I am. That's where I'm sketching right now. That's where I'm sketching. So yeah, I'm very excited to see it. You best say when volume 5 is out so we can get a full set. The covers look so great. Thank you, Ian. You can show off your covers. It's marketing. I know. I'm terrible at marketing. It's fine. But trust me, the world is gonna know. I'm gonna be spamming that thing. I would still like to try a Kickstarter to like make box sets of it, since it will be done, but I'm not not gonna like stress myself out about that right now. But it'll be everywhere because very excited to have this 20 years in the making, sort of. It was like 8 years, but 8 years off. So 12 active years project. Really? 12 active years? 22? Yeah, because 22 is when I started the remaster. So 12 out of 20 years in the making. Not bad. Not bad. But yeah, really excited about seeing it done. So yeah, I've been excited about it this week. So yeah, we're gonna keep going with that momentum. I'm gonna start another sprint. Gonna hydrate, and I think I'm gonna grab some pickles. Because maybe I just need some salt. I don't know. Maybe that's, maybe I'll take my, does magnesium help me with salt? With calcium? It's got calcium. I don't know. I was told I need to take one of those. Actually, I was probably told to take more, but I don't take them that often. But I'm gonna grab a quick snack and hydrate. So everybody also hydrate if you can. And then get back to line art. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it in timer. 3, 2, 1, go! We're back from that sprint. I'm maybe half-ish way through the lineup for the next page. Yeah, I'd say about halfway. Halfway. And that'll be page 175. So I still need to get to page 180 to finish the line art for chapter 44. Oh my. But we're trucking along. It's fine. Everything's fine. And oddly enough, I think the more I do it, the less I notice the scratchy bits on the tablet. And I think the tip has just gotten used to it. Is it gonna last forever? No. That's a problem for future me. That's why we got the Samsung tablet, so we can take our stuff portable drawings and eventually finish them on the computer. We'll see. Yeah, just trucking along. How are you guys doing? Phoenix looked through all the stuff for the for Kathy's book and only has 10 pages left. Nice, very nice. You can probably finish that today, and then you can click that off your little checklist. I mean, you don't have a checklist. You can you can put it on your shelf and go work on a puzzle. I don't know what the next thing was, but if you know, just do the next thing, whatever the next thing was. Did get a bit distracted by the storm for a little bit. Ian's about 600 words in. Very nice. Which project are you working on? Are you working on the second Westies right now? Because I would hope you were done with edits. I think Westies is ready to rock and roll. So you're either on book 2 or Boom 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 2? Were you gonna do that one still? Make it bang bang bang? I did some writing yesterday for Fox, Wolf, and Hound. And I think because like I have so many different things going on, like I'm gonna have to like print them out in like scenes or like chapters so I can just touch it and move it around, because there is some disconnection between moving stuff around on a screen versus in front of me. But I know I could just do like the sticky note thing where I write down the general summary and like play with that if I didn't want to kill all the trees. So that's an idea, but I definitely feel like I need to touch it. Like I need a printed version of like the character list and all the extra research just to touch it. Boom 2 is called Boom Shakalaka Boom. I love it. Yeesh. Okay, you are working on Westies too. Excellent. I do have actually 2 more books in the series. Oh, it's a series. I have to decide if I want to continue. These are books that have been on my shelves for years, and I want to know if they eventually move with me or not. Oh. Yeah, so it might be worth going through the series, Phoenix, and since you have the extra materials already downloaded, want to hear more about how Fox, Wolf, and Hound is going. It's going a lot slower because I have had to, like, I've had to concentrate on Kuro Kenshin, so I've only been writing maybe once a week if I'm lucky, but maybe once every 2 weeks. Because I have a friend in town who's trying to like get through her novel and get it edited, so we like will go to a coffee shop for a few hours. So that's usually time I can dedicate to writing, since I don't have my giant computer to lug around. So it's going slow. Like I still have fresh scenes in my head that I need to write, so there's plenty I still could write. I think we hit the 50,000 word mark yesterday. I didn't actually do the math when we were done. Let's take a look. Because if I did, I actually have to highlight that on my Q2 goals list. Alright. Which has, you know, it was very ambitious. I knew it was ambitious. It's not turned out, it's not been completed, but it's still in progress. So let's see. I need my timeline. Let me quickly pull up the calculator. 4, 1, 5, 2, 3. Yeah, 51,281 as of now. So I did hit that goal of hitting 50K. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? 51,281. Where is the stay? Oh, there it is. 51,281. Cool. You can highlight that and scratch that out. So, I mean, it's more progress than I think I expected to make this year. Because if I remember correctly, I just have to pull up all of my reference sheets. Why don't I have, do I have all my goals written at the beginning of the book? Did I do that? Like the official ones that I put in my, ooh, someone was sticky. Also, I put my stickers in here. So I have all my, actually I'm missing, oh, I know, because I put the other two on different stuff. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. The goals I started the year with. Does that have Fox, Wolf, and Hound on there? It doesn't. Oh, shame on me. Shame on me. I know I put it in the video though. I have that slide. Downloads. Goals. Yes, so on whatever, January, whenever I posted my goals, it was Kuro Kenshin Rebirth, finish volume 5, which is in progress. Create an enamel pin, which we will hopefully be able to do in the fall. Not too worried about that, because like, I think I have the files, I just need to actually commit to it. Oh, and then, yeah, it was a very broad goal for Fox, Wolf, and Hound. It was just draft the novel. I did not have a word count for the yearly goal, but I did have the Q1 goal was to write 20,000 words. So I think we're doing fine. And then the last goal was to start Patch Fox, but that's locked until Kuro Kenshin is done. So yeah, we're still making progress. Pretty happy with 50K. I can take that off my little checklist here. I'll be able to take that off soon. But I fully expect, what are we going into Q3 with July? I think I can get to 70K in Q3. Since Q3 is gonna be intense, we're gonna do all the Kuro Kenshin themes. Well, that's the Q2 stuff. Sorry, it's hard to hold it. So, that's how it's going, Ian. That's how it's going. Bro, how brains process and puzzle stuff is interesting, and whatever happens, happens. Yeah. It's going to happen, and like, we're all very aware that we don't have one surefire method. We be experimenting, we switching it up, and we keep swimming. Oh, nice. I mean, the pains of being someone working on multiple projects. Are there people who only work on one thing at a time? Are there? in at least in America, where like if you're not go 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 for the in like most areas, we're such ingrained multitaskers. Is there such a thing as only working on one project? Will we ever have that time, even if it's just like a month? maybe maybe that's a 2027 goal, is to have like a month of just, I mean, right now I'm kind of just doing Kuro Kenshin, but am I? Am I? Sounds like you're totally on track with your goals. Still achieving my year's goal of surviving. Oh yeah, we on track. Yeah, 50K is great, especially because I thought it would be, you know, a 70 to 90K novel, but the historical fiction bit won't be pushing that. It's buffing it up. So what happens, happens, as you said. So yeah. Otherwise, it's going pretty good. It's going good. Progress is progress. Sometimes we have to actually look at that to appreciate what we have done, what we are capable of doing, and stoke the fire for more stuff, more things. And I did get more water, not drinking it as quickly as my little strawberry watermelon lemonade. But I also had the pickles, and I think I did need the salt. I think my body was just thirsty because it actually wanted salt too. So yeah, those were good pickles. The story has more to say than you originally anticipated. That's how things tend to roll. Yes, absolutely. It's growing, it's becoming its own thing. And like all of the projects from now moving forward, we are gonna like take the time to let it be the best that it can be. Like, we're not here just to pump stuff out. We've got a good enough backlist right now. We can just put time into the stuff that we are excited about. Oh, you also had to learn to add more salty things into your diet. It does help. Yeah, I don't normally feel the need to salt my food. Terry hates that. He has to like season things like everything. Like I'll salt the meat sometimes, but I don't feel the need to. So yes, I also need to like remember to add salt into my diet, especially like on the nutrition plan I'm on. Since it's the lower carb, we're not holding as much water, so we're also like flushing out the salt. So they're like, make sure you get your salt intake and take your magnesium if you need it. And so I'm like, I haven't done that in a while, I should probably do that. Grew up in a house without salt? Found out that it was causing you health issues. Wow, it's like, it feels like it's the staple, like salt and pepper and then other seasonings. But I guess, you know, every house is different. I don't like black pepper as much. I think it was overused when I was a child, and now I'm like, nee, pepper, nee. I don't mind like chili pepper though. Like curry flavors. Ooh, I do want a curry. Should I get curry for my birthday instead of a steak? Options. Options. Oh, your mom banned the salt after your dad had a heart attack when you were 6. Yeah, because there was definitely, and it still is, I think, there's plenty of like, make sure you don't get too much sodium, which it's like, yes, that can be a problem if these other things are also things you do. Like that's the probably the biggest takeaway I've learned about nutrition over the years is anything can work if you're actually like connecting all the dots. You can't just take one dot out, because then the things don't all connect. Like it might work for a little bit. You might be able to see the picture. Maybe that was not the best analogy actually, but yes, it's the same with like the low fat arguments or the low sugar, like it's not just that one thing. That's maybe a significant thing to adjust to, but it's not just that one thing. It's never just that one thing. Curry does sound so good, right? I know. Is it raining? I can't tell if it's raining. But yeah, curry does sound good. I like my sog. I need to learn how to make it. That's probably the one international dish that I have a very specific taste for, and I need to know how to make it that way. She had a tendency to go overboard. I think all of our parents kind of lived through, like, pretty much from especially the 1980s onward, with all the multitude of change this, eat that, don't eat that. Not just diet culture, but even the doctors were learning stuff too. So it's like they all kind of went through it. Just learned to listen to my body and how it reacts to stuff, and have been much better off since. And that's the best part. That is the best part, when you can just be yourself and you know what you need. And I found that when I was living alone, I had more intuition for that. But coming back to the States, and it's different. It's different. I'm not as self-present all the time as I was when I was solo artist. And it is 8:30, so let's definitely do, I think we can probably get 2 more sprints in, because my brain might start crashing around 9:30. So I think we can do, we'll do another half hour, have a quick chat time, and then do the final sprint. So we're gonna set this timer up here. Yeah, living alone has helped so much in figuring it out. Everybody should have a chance to live alone. I don't think that's a hot take. I think that's like, y'all should kind of learn about yourselves before you go too much into society. Well, I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know. I do think living alone is a very good thing to experience. It sounds like a plan, so let's get into it in 3, 2, 1, go! Do 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 do. Hi. Hi guys. Hello. Hello, hello. That was our second to last sprint. We still have one more 30-minute sprint to go. I think I'm a little. I started hitting the decline, but I did finish inking page 175, and I am having these files transferred over so I can save those files and have it like just laid out and ready to go. But I wanted to show you guys something that I thought was pretty interesting. Let me switch over here real quick. So this is with like 20 layers on, and then each layer is a different page sketched out. But look, like I do keep guidelines so I don't go too far unless I want a bleed on the page, but the fact that it is just decked out with like that perfect margin creation, I thought it was so interesting because like I said, these are all individual pages, and as I take them away you just see it like turn off, or I mean that's obviously what I'm doing is like turning off layers, but the fact that with all of them on it was just a giant rectangle, I found very like impressive, and I was a little bit surprised by it. So yeah, that there's that was pretty cool when I switched over to that. But I'm just gonna probably either save these pages as their individual files, or I might start copying / creating the checklist for the upcoming pages as well. We'll see. We'll see. I'll probably just save the pages individually because I can get to the end of the checklist before I need to create new, and I don't think I have. Uh-oh. Please don't be a... They didn't bark, so I don't think they're chasing anything crazy. What was I saying? What was I saying? Oh, I'm just going to save these as their individual files because I don't have a ruler. That's what I was going to say. I don't have a ruler down here to make my chart. So, tools. I don't know why I didn't bring a ruler down. Actually, I might have one in... Is there one in here? Oh, there... I mean, technically there is. So these little sticky tabs have rulers on them, which I don't necessarily need the like numerical measurement so much as the straight edge. So depending on how fast saving the files go, maybe I will start on that after all. We'll see. We'll see. We got options. We'll have 30 minutes. We can do whatever we want. Do whatever you like. Phoenix finished Kathy's book and just took a look at the second book, Kathy's Key. Seeing all the layers together is pretty cool, and yeah, you did basically create a giant rectangle. I know, like, and I understand why and how, but I didn't actually think it would, like, look like that. That's pretty cool. I don't think I'm going to start the second book yet, but I'm curious enough to want to check it out and getting hungry. So maybe you'll make some food this sprint, since it's the final sprint. Of course, now Terry's asking about dinner plans, and I'm like, I had snacks. And leftovers. I had leftovers after I got off work, and then I've had snacks, so... Sorry, no plans, sir. You can get Taco Bell. Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad we got to do the sprint, getting some good... To do the stream, glad we're getting some good sprints in. But I feel the teetering of awake. Willow, is that your ice cream cup? Is that your ice cream cup? Is it all gone? Is it all gone? The pups got their pup ice cream because it's a little humid. Yeah, and because it's Friday, and just because you're adorable, I do need to give you guys your dinner. You guys have designated dinner. That's easy. I'll do that. I'll give you dinner on this sprint. Okay. They can't see you. If I want Taco Bell, I think I might need to attempt a copycat Taco Bell this weekend. Weren't you the one that told me about adding in like the oatmeal to the ground beef to like make it go longer, but also like it picks up flavor? We added we had extra cauliflower rice from the day before, and we had added that in, and that I think was pretty similar. Maybe not like super similar to like an oatmeal, but you could definitely add that as a filler if that is an option. Yeah, tacos sound good. I don't know, I'll have to figure out something. Alright, what do you want? Is there a gif of the kid asking if you want Taco Bell? I can't eat anything right there right now because I'm not having the tortillas, so like, you know, oh, they do have the little kid. They do. I hope you guys have seen the meme where it's just that little kid like, do you want Taco Bell? And his mom's like, you gonna get it? And he's like, yeah. And he's probably like 4. Add oats for authentic flavor. Their meat is about 11% oats. He's a good one. Yeah, now Sweet Puppy is just stalking the back door. It's open still. It's cooled off enough we can open the door. And the Treyu's over there. Hi, Bubba. No one can see you when you lay in your spots. Can you? No, it's definitely too dark. Yeah, I don't think you got the angle on him, but we'll see. We'll see. But I think we're just gonna jump into the sprint because I am not long for this stream. Wow, I don't even go to bed this early, but I definitely hit 9 o'clock and I start. So my natural sleep cycles probably should be 10, 11, but oh no, have I been asked to make food? We'll see. But yeah, I'll just take care of things during this last sprint and we'll wrap it up. And I did have the schedule, you guys know, Tuesday and Thursday are scheduled for next week. And if there's pop-ups, I will let you know. Because I think if I can keep the mojo going and just work, there may or may not be more pop-ups. I don't want to make promises just yet, because that will cause me stress. But at least we have the scheduled streams. That makes sense. Gotta wind down before sleep. Taco Bell is persona non grata for me. Ordered on the app one night, got to the store, and it was closed. What? What? That is trash. I hope you got refunded. That is sad. Especially because, like, if you wanted something and then you can't get it, then it's more sad. Is it only one nearby? Like you could go to another store? Or were they all been, like, aren't they, they're open late. But I guess you also work late, so maybe it would have been, like, past their late. That's unfortunate. 'Tis unfortunate. Very, very sad. But now I'm definitely hungrier. Now that he's brought it up, so. The closest Taco Bell to me is at least an hour away, so copycatting it is. Sounds like a plan for this weekend. I'm gonna start the timer because I'm about to yawn and I'm trying not to share that. But yes, take care of the pups, maybe figure out dinner, and files. They should have been open when at 9:30 and they closed at 2. Make it make sense. It doesn't. Well, like I said, you better got refunded. Get your money back. But yeah, let's get into it. 30 minutes. The final sprint. Final sprint time. I have nothing to sing. 3, 2, 1, go! Do 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 do. We did it. We survived. We survived. Barely. Oh, I'm starting to feel it. Apparently 3 hours is my, it's like two, between that 2.5, 3 hour thing is definitely where my body starts to quit. It's like, no, we're not doing it. I want to show you guys, as I did the, actually, where can I stick this? Maybe I'll just stick it right here. I got the chart laid out on this side. Oh, we can take that away. So it's all laid out here. We just gotta fill it in with the page numbers real quick. Not a problem, can do. Easy peasy. And then it's a matter of doing the thing. So, yay. Did I put burn? What? Oh, I still don't know why my chat is being weird with some things. Had leftover mac and cheese for now. I'm thinking once the kitchen cools off a bit more, I might make Taco Bell copycat meat to have on hand for the weekend. 3 hours is a lot. That's why for longer streams it's important to take self-care breaks. And I got it set up. Yes, awesome. Yeah, and there's definitely a couple streams I do want to do longer days, but it is like there's gonna be a W break at least on the one. But yeah, we'll have to remember that if it's over 3 hours, like there's a designated not sitting here thing happening. So also small side, not hiccup, but I forgot that I had to rearrange 2 of the pages. So instead of having 203 sketched, it's actually 201. We're not going to bother whiting it out. We're just going to eventually draw those pages anyway. But I thought since I laid this one out and there's more space on this side, if I get really crazy, I can be like, this many hours left for each row. But that kind of only works for every 5 rows because it goes 5 down and then over, 5 down and then over, instead of being just across, or I guess it'll go that way across. So I don't want to change that, because that is already been working, but essentially, and I guess I could go straight down the line. Maybe that'd be too much. No, I should keep the same format. Don't change things. Don't change. Don't change it if it doesn't need to be changed. Don't do it. Don't do it. 216. So that would be how it goes. Boom, or sorry, boom, boom, boom. And then you jump to the next 5. So maybe every 5 it's like, recalculate your hours. Something crazy. We're just gonna have fun with it. If it keeps our brain awake, we're just gonna keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, don't go outside the lines. Don't go outside the lines. Also, don't miscount. That will be bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It also helps that I kept it the same as the other side. So, a little guide when I'm filling it in. Alright, Phoenix is happy they finished the book and has been great at starting them, but the attention tends to wander off and haven't managed to finish many books this past year. But you've done like a lot of different things in the past few months, I feel like. So there's a lot of different throwbacky things, some shows you've watched, like finishing, as much as I talk about finishing being the goal, you already know. It's not necessarily the end all be all. You can change things if you wanna. I can, but I won't. I won't do it. Oh, Shanna's still here. I'm still playing June's Journey, currently working on a scene with the fellow detectives. Pumpkin and Kitty Mom are fat catting it on the bed. What bums. Oh, the babies. Give them some good cuddles for us. Yeah, they are absolutely adorable bums, though. Gotta love them. Alright. I'm tapping out. Chicken is in the oven, so the man will have some food. Dogs are fed. Dogs need their greenies. What does Mom need? What do I need? I need horizontal. Horizontal. Probably a little bit more water. And yeah, I have to go to work early tomorrow again, so I need to not be up till 1 a.m. That was a bad idea. You can actually, I think you can see my little raccoon eyes a bit more today. Oh, look at that. Look how dark that is. It's dark. I mean, it's definitely shadows and reflections from like the blue monitor, but the raccoon eggs are real today. So I need to make sure I go to bed so I can wake up early, so I can go to work, so I can do yard work when I come home. But that is gonna be all for tonight, guys. Yes, it is definitely time to unwind. I'm glad y'all were able to pop in for the pop-up sprint. Again, I will let you guys know in advance, at least an hour or so, when the next one is. We shall see what this weekend looks like, because I'm gonna have to start, I think I'm gonna have to start using some time on Sundays, at least while this project is still ongoing, just to grind it out. So keep an eye out. Definitely Tuesday, Thursday if you don't see me before then. Thank you guys again. Have a good night. Stay hydrated. And goodbye. Goodbye. Good night.